Happening today, the TSA will begin federal Real ID enforcement for all commercial and domestic flights, but the Homeland Security Chief said that if someone does not have a Real ID yet, they will still be able to fly with some extra steps. Fox 43's Robert Stover is live at Harrisburg International Airport and shares what passengers need to know now that the deadline is officially here. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Alex. It's a little quiet here at HIA right now, but it was a busy start to the morning as TSA agents, for the most part, according to an HIA spokesperson, says most people have been compliant with the new Real ID enforcement. That being said, there were more TSA agents in security checkpoint just to make sure today's enforcement began with no complications. Now, as a reminder, enforcement prohibits people from boarding a commercial or domestic flight or entering a federal building or military base without a Real ID, passport, or other form of compliant identification. However, the head of the Department of Homeland Security says people without a Real ID will still be able to fly for now with some extra steps. Now, Scott Miller, a spokesperson with HIA, reminds people to have all their identification ready before traveling, whether that is a Real ID, a passport, or other form of compliant ID such as a military ID. And one passenger we spoke with said he got his Real ID ahead of today's deadline in order to avoid those potential delays.
Just trying to get all the right paperwork from the beginning of having all your full information, your full name and everything like that. I tried to do it ahead of time so that way, like today, it wasn't a big panic to try to do it. So just to try to be ahead of the game, and it worked out okay.
If you don't have a Real ID, you'll be subject to additional screening. That's where the TSA can tell you what that is. But the goal is the staff here is not to prevent anyone from flying today. However, there could be delays or things like that getting to your flight, especially if there's 4, 5, 6, 7 people all at once showing up that aren't prepared.
And as a reminder, people can still get their Real ID. I know today is the enforcement deadline, but people can still visit one of the 57 PennDOT driver's license centers to get a Real ID. It takes about 2 weeks to get delivered to a home address. We're going to have more information about the Real ID enforcement on our website, fox43.com. Live in Lower Swatara Township, Dauphin-County, Robert Stover, Fox 43 News.
All right, Robert, I think they have you planned for another hour here, so no jumping on any planes until then. Thank you very much.